Sometimes simple and clever is better than overly complicated and involved. And ironically, that's the genius in it. We've looked at some indicators that look like neon spaghetti with upwards of 15 variables with multiple settings. Just too much to be helpful. That being the case, we'll go over this indicator with a little more attention to detail so you won't miss anything. Naturally, you'll want to visit the blog to see what the settings are and how this all works to complete your education. We promise it's a quick read and you may actually enjoy it. Now that all the fanfare has passed, we'll take a quick peek into this extra. It's called the JPO oscillator and came to us in 2012. The cool thing is that its bones are made for moving averages but doesn't look like a moving average, which is totally fine. To make it even more attractive, this indicator wears two suits, which works nicely when you want different looking indicators on your charts for easier signal identification. So that being the introduction, we've got a below chart, zero cross, or histogram, confirmation indicator. We'll show you both versions side by side, but we'll be doing the analysis wearing it as a zero cross indicator. Here you can see both images to decide which one you like better. Note that in the histogram version, there are red and green lines which depict whether the trend is getting stronger or weaker. But since we're just concerned with absolute signals, we're not going to worry about that. Now, you could just change the histogram to all one color to take the distraction away and you'd be good. But either way, your signals will jive in both instances. We'll pick it up here on the US dollar against the Canadian dollar about 5 periods past the signal, which is still valid if you've received it using a full algorithm. Just so you know, we won't bore you too long with the analysis because by now, zero crosses are pretty self-explanatory. This was most definitely a profitable trade. What's kind of neat about this indicator is that it was able to get you out without giving back much as volatility left the market, a property of a good indicator. Alrighty then, we had a couple of false starts with regard to a short, long, and another short. Most likely you'd have been on the sidelines for at least 2 of those trades. Let's see if this third signal has any legs. Okay, this short may have netted you some profits on the first half of your trade before backing over itself if you're using it as an exit signal. If not, you'd still be in the second half of your trade. If you had still been in your trade, you'd have been stopped out at your break-even level on the previous trade. If this was a fresh trade at the signal, you'd have gotten a nice bump into profits before price reversed. That would have been a loser unless your algorithm kept you out. Remember, lagging indicators are just that. They react in different degrees to market volatility. Now along. That would have netted some pips. Not a lot of great trending action in the current market, but whatever you can grab is good for your bottom line. And that's about it for this. Sure, we could keep going on, but we don't think you need it. That's the wonderful thing about some of these indicators. They're easy to use, easy to decipher, and nice to have in your toolbox. Looking back at this indicator's performance, even on the default settings, it did pretty good calling entries and exits. Naturally, there are usual shenanigans where price went sideways, and that's to be expected, but using this within an algorithm would have prevented some of the false starts. While moving averages are in the lagging department, this still bears looking into in your spare time, as you might find it works really well with another indicator. Now, get to it, friends, you've got work to do. Get it from the Stonehill Forex Indicator Library at no cost. The link is in the video's description. No matter if you take the blue pill or the red pill, there will be no financial advice to carry you on through the machine world. You'll have to make it on your own, and with your newly acquired Kung Fu skills, you can do it. Our only goal is to make you a better trader.